Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to build an easy automatic pickle farm for your Minecraft world. This design uses bone meal through a dispenser to duplicate sea pickles in the surrounding area, which will then be broken by pistons above. Before we get into the tutorial, these are some of the resources that you'll be required to use to build this farm. To kickstart this tutorial off, we're going to start by grabbing our double chest and placing a double chest right here, followed up by skipping a block and then another double chest. We can now grab our slab and place it right there, and then place another double chest on either side of that. On top of those double chests, we can now place our hoppers. On top of those hoppers, we're going to place our powered rails. Temporary blocks and slabs are going to be your next best friend, as we're going to place a temporary block right here, followed up by a slab and a slab. We can now remove that temporary block and place a slab. We want to do this for all four sides. We now want to make a little bit of a staircase up so we can access this area, and then what we're going to do is place a temporary block right here, followed up by our iron trapdoor. We can now remove this block and place a rail there. We can now place temporary blocks on all four internal corners, and then we can grab our slabs, and what we can do is place top slabs all along the corners like this. You can then remove your four blocks. Grabbing all of your hopper minecarts now, we're going to place one hopper minecart there and there. This will spread apart a little bit, and we want to do this with all four sides. With our hopper minecarts now in place, we're going to jump back up on top and place chests on top of these top slabs all the way around. Creating a wall around this top area is what we're going to do next. So start by placing two bits of glass just like this, and then bring it 2 blocks across. We then want to come in and down the corner like that, and then we want to repeat that process all the way around. Our glass wall is now complete. We want to go ahead and make ourselves an infinite water source, as we're going to be making a few trips with our buckets of water. We then want to add a block here so we can access that block higher, and then we're going to add temporary blocks in these positions. Grabbing our water buckets now, we're going to place water, shifting and right clicking on the top of that slab. We want to do that all the way around on all four sides. We can now replace these temporary blocks with our coral blocks. As you can see, the coral has not died, so I highly recommend doing these steps in the exact order that I do them, otherwise your coral may die. So now we want to place a temporary block here, followed up by a water bucket. We can then remove that dirt block and then place 4 coral right here. We now want to build a chamber 3 blocks tall all around this coral, and then place one right there. Grabbing some extra rails, we're going to place rails all the way up to this point, as we're going to drop our last hopper minecart down. So what we're going to do is place our hopper minecart, push it all the way up to the very top just like this, and then what we're going to do is maybe bring these 1 block higher and then push this in. We can now remove our platform. We do need to waterlog this area, however we're going to do our pistons first, so we're going to place a temporary block right here, followed up by a piston facing this way. We then want to place another temporary block there, followed up by another piston facing the exact same way. Do this for all 4 sides, and then what we want to do is fill this entire area in with the pistons facing this way except for on top of the chests. With our pistons now in place and this middle block left out, we can remove our temporary blocks, and then what we can do is grab our water buckets and start waterlogging this area. As you can see, by doing this, we've now waterlogged the entire area, and to finish this off, we're going to place a temporary block right there. Then we can grab our coral and place that right there as well. We then want to come to this side and remove that temporary block. We now want to place a water bucket right there and place our 4 sea pickles inside of that. We then can place a temporary block right here, followed up by a trapdoor, and then we're going to flick that trapdoor, place 2 blocks and then 1 there. We can now flick this trapdoor and we're going to place our dispenser facing downwards. We can now remove this block. On top of that dispenser block, we're going to shift, place our hopper, and on top of that hopper, we're going to place our chest. With our building blocks now, we're going to place building blocks on top of every single piston. It's now time to start placing some redstone. Come to one of your 4 corners of your farm, it doesn't matter which one, and place 2 slabs to the left and the right. We can then spin around this way and place a repeater set to 2 ticks. Place a building block right there. With all the remaining building blocks on this level, we're going to place redstone dust. Grabbing our temporary blocks again, we're going to place 2 temporary blocks on top of each other, remove the middle one, and then place an observer facing this way. We can now go ahead and remove this block right here, and then what we're going to do is place a slab here, here, and there. Now on the observer layer, we're going to place a slab, and then just 1 slab right there. And to finish that off, we're going to place a building block. To the far left, we're going to place our lever, and then a comparator facing this way, and then a repeater facing this way, set to 2 ticks. Our 2 last pieces of redstone dust want to go here and here. We then want to set a repeater facing this way, also set to 2 ticks. Now there is absolutely 1 step left that is crucial to this farm to be able to work, and that is simply right-clicking your comparator and then filling your entire chest with bone meal. You can then flick the lever, and this farm will harvest sea pickles. Now this farm is extremely loud, so I highly recommend building it away from anything that you're going to be working at full time. It also should produce 70,000 sea pickles per hour, assuming you have all the right bone meal in that chest. So that is how you build an automatic pickle farm in Minecraft. If you found this video useful, it would mean a lot to me if you could leave a like on the video, and if you want to see some more videos just like this one, be sure to subscribe. This farm design is owned by Ray's Works, so be sure to go check out his channel by clicking the link in the description. So thank you so much for tuning into this video. A special thanks to my Patreons. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!